Seen them out in the field and we've seen them being processed, but it's my favorite part of the show. We've headed to the kitchen and we get to sample some figs. With me I have Casey Pommering of G-Free Foodie, who's going to give us ideas what to do with these great products. Casey, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, great. You got some examples of what we can do with figs, and they look pretty complicated, but you're telling me it's pretty easy to do. So let's start over with this chicken here.
This you have to try. This is Moroccan chicken, and I've shared the recipe so people can go to the Valley Gold website and pick it up. But this is just some chicken tenders, tomato sauce, a little peppers and onions, and you've got to give this a try because this dish gets its sweetness from dried figs. So those are dried black mission figs in there.
And we actually got to see these out in the field today, which is great. So I get to sample it in a dish here. So.
And now you give it a try. Everyone knows that you can make a salad. Most people know you can, wrap your figs with bacon and throw them under the broiler. But I think that there's some incredible savory applications for figs. And isn't that one of them? Isn't that great?
That's fantastic. Yeah, you can definitely taste that sweetness you were talking of.
Absolutely. And this is just a pre-made pizza shell. Now I'm gluten-free, so this is a gluten-free one, of course. But just buy any pizza skin that you like. This is an easy recipe. I've just got some caramelized onions. You can caramelize them yourself, which just takes about 20 minutes. You just cook them down over low heat with a little bit of sugar. Or you can buy caramelized onion or onion jam.
Make it easy.
Totally easy. So we're just gonna spread that over the par-baked shell. Okay. And then I've cut up some figs. These are tigers. I heard you saw these earlier.
We got to see these out in the field, and these are absolutely gorgeous, the flavor and the color that they have.
I love cooking with tigers because they're not quite as sweet and they're a little bit meaty. And they, of course, have all the fiber and calcium and everything that figs are known for, one of the healthiest fruits in the world. So we're just going to top those onions with those figs, and then I'm going to take a little bit of goat cheese.
Okay.
Okay, some folks, you could use gorgonzola on this. You know where else this can go, Ryan? Your grills. Do you like to grill?
Absolutely.
So this is something that you could put on a grill pan or even right on the grill. Okay. But we're gonna pop it in the oven.
And it just looks like you kind of chunk it on there. Don't even have to get too...
Goat cheese you don't have to get too specific with. You could use parm, you could use gorgonzola, whatever you want to do. Okay. And then I'm gonna finish it with a little bit of prosciutto. If somebody wanted to do vegetarian, they could just leave this off. If you're doing this with raw pizza dough, I would add the prosciutto after because it'll get tough if you do a long cook time.
If you have to cook it too long, absolutely. Okay.
So how easy was that?
It actually is very easy. Actually, the onions probably were the more complicated part of the whole process.
That's right, and you could buy those. This is gonna go in the oven. Okay. And you just want to bake it according to the directions of the pizza shell that you bought.
Okay, and that's it.
So that's it. And then we're gonna come right over here. This is one that I baked a little bit earlier. I'm gonna finish it with some chopped basil. And you could do chives or something if you wanted to. And I've got a little bit of good balsamic. So easy and really healthy. And this is one of those dishes that you can, I'm gonna cut it for you. You gotta try it,
Great,
right?
I will have to.
So you'll know how you feel about fig pizza and gluten-free pizza crust all in one moment.
The fun part of this, actually, it looks like it could be used for dual purpose, either an appetizer or a main course.
That's exactly right. And I do this sometimes as a flatbread if I'm having a lot of people, and then I cut them in little thin strips. So go for it.
Great, thank you. Obviously, I have to get the big chunk of fig right there.
Of course you do. That's the best part.
Absolutely incredible.
So good, right? The figs are so diverse. I can't believe when I'm out cooking, people tell me they never tried it or they didn't really like dried figs and so they weren't sure.
This is the first time I've ever tasted a fresh fig being cooked. And so the flavor of it is absolutely amazing. It's completely different than what you get with just the fresh fig by itself. So.
It totally changes.
Yeah.
It totally does. I like to take them sometimes and slice them, put a little bit of sugar and brulee them. Okay. And you could do that in the broiler if you wanted to. So yeah, cook with figs. And we'll post these recipes and maybe even a couple more on your website. I'll be happy to share them. Well, perfect. So folks can find them themselves.
Thank you so much for sharing this recipe. It is absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to go home and try that myself. And as well as I hope you're leaving the rest for me.
Absolutely, it's yours. I can't wait to come cook with you again.
Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to have you back. We've seen everything figs today. from the field to the processing to the kitchen. And as you can see, the fig has played a very major role in the development of Central Valley agriculture. Whether it's fresh or dried, it's all a part of our Valley's gold. Join me next time.